Recommendations for electronic circuits prototyping. Use a 30-watt soldering iron to solder your component in Vero board. Use a soldering iron as sponge with water to clean the tip of the soldering iron. Use a good quality soldering wire to wire up your prototypes. Use a proper wire wrapping wire to wire up your prototypes. Use soldering fume extractor to protect yourself from the fumes of the soldering wire. Use a good quality tin coated Vero board for your prototyping. Here on this portion of Vero board, we will develop the circuit of PT100 amplifier. First, we will bring the power supplies, that is plus 5 volt, plus 12 volt and ground near to the circuit of PT100 amplifier. To connect the power supply with circuit, we will use this header pin and we will connect plus 5 volt, plus 12 volt and ground with this header pin. Then we will complete the circuit of PT100 amplifier. Here we have connected plus 5 volt with pin number 1 of this header pin. Now we'll connect plus 12 volt with second pin and the ground on third pin. Here we have a plus 12 volt power supply on pin number 8 of the operation amplifier. And we'll connect plus 12 volt with the center pin of this header connector. Here we have connected plus 12 volt with the center pin of this header connector. Now we'll connect the ground on third pin of this header connector. And here we have ground connection. And we'll connect this ground to the third pin of this header connector. Here we have connected ground with third pin of this connector. Now we'll check the continuity of these power supplies. Here we have plus 5 volt on pin number 1 of this header connector, plus 12 volt on second pin of this header connector, and ground on third pin of this header connector. First we'll check the continuity of 5 volt from the regulator. Okay, 5 volts are connected here. Now we'll check the continuity of plus 12 volt, and here on pin number 8 of this operation amplifier we have plus 12 volt. Okay, plus 12 volts are connected on second pin of this header connector. Now we'll check the continuity of ground. Okay, ground is connected on pin number 3 of this header connector. Now we'll perform a short circuit test for this connector. Okay, there is no short circuit between 5 volt and ground. And there is no short circuit between plus 12 volt and ground. Now we'll complete the rest of our circuit. Now we'll connect U7, that is LM358 in our circuit, and here we'll place operation amplifier, that is LM358 in our circuit. Here we have soldered a 8-pin base in our Vero board. Now we'll complete the first part of PT100 amplifier and we'll connect plus 12 volt and ground with this operation amplifier, and we'll also connect a decoupling capacitor with the power supply. Here we have pin number 8 of this operation amplifier, and here we have plus 12 volt on second pin of this header pin. Here we have connected plus 12 volt at pin number 8 of this operation amplifier. Now we'll complete the ground connection for this PT100 amplifier, and we'll also connect a decoupling capacitor with this operation amplifier. Here we have pin number 4 of this operation amplifier, and we'll connect this pin with the ground. Here we have connected the ground with operation amplifier. Now we'll connect a decoupling capacitor of 0.1 microfarad between power supply and ground. Here we have connected a decoupling capacitor between plus 12 volt and ground. Now we'll connect a 2-pin green connector for PT100 sensor interface. Now we'll connect two resistors of 100 ohm, that is R45 and R50 with pin number 3 and pin number 2 of this operation amplifier. And we'll also connect a variable resistor of 5K, that is VR4 in our circuit. Here we have two resistors of 100 ohm. One end of this resistor will be connected to pin number 2 of this operation amplifier, and the second end will be connected to ground. Here we have connected a 100 ohm resistor with pin number 2 of this operation amplifier, and the second end of this resistor is connected with ground. Now we'll connect R45 in our circuit. One end of R45 is connected with pin number 3 of LM358, and the second end of R45 is connected with the center pin of this variable resistor. Here we have a multi-turn variable resistor of 5K. Now we'll connect one end of this variable resistor with plus 5 volt, and the second end of this variable resistor will be connected to the ground. Here we have used a wire jumper to connect the ground with this variable resistor. Now we'll connect a 100 ohm resistor between pin number 3 of LM358 and the center pin of this variable resistor. Here we have completed the input stage of PT100 amplifier. Now we'll connect pin number 1 and pin number 2 of LM358 with pin number 1 and 2 of connector 7. And here we have 2 pin green connector, which is connector 7. Here we have completed the PT100 sensor connection with the first stage of this amplifier. Now we'll complete the second stage of this amplifier. Now we'll connect 200k resistors with pin number 5 and pin number 6 of LM358. R42 will be connected with the variable resistor, that is VR3, and R45 will be connected between pin number 1 and pin number 5 of LM358. And we'll also connect 2 resistors of 270k in our circuit to provide the gain to the second stage of this PT100 amplifier. Now we'll connect R42 with pin number 6 of LM358, and the second end of R42 will be connected with the center point of VR3. And here we'll connect the second variable resistor in our circuit. Here we have connected the second variable resistor in our circuit. Now we'll connect a 100k resistor between pin number 6 of LM358 and the center pin of this variable resistor. Here we have connected a 100k resistor between pin number 6 of LM358 and center pin of this variable resistor. Now we'll connect R43 and R51 in our circuit. And now we'll connect R43, that is 270k resistor between pin number 6 and pin number 7 of LM358. And here we'll connect a header pin as a test point to check the output of our PT100 amplifier. And now we'll connect pin number 7 with this header pin using a wrapping wire jumper. Here we have completed the circuit of PT100 amplifier, and now we'll connect the output of this PT100 amplifier with the analog input of this microcontroller. And here we can see the output of this PT100 amplifier is connected with pin number 5 of this microcontroller, which is analog input 3. Now we'll connect the output of this PT100 amplifier with pin number 5 of this microcontroller. Here we have connected the output of PT100 amplifier circuit with pin number 5 of this microcontroller. Now we'll insert LM358 in the base and we'll power up the circuit of PT100 amplifier, and we'll observe the output of this PT100 amplifier on this test pin. To test the PT100 amplifier circuit, we'll remove this microcontroller from the base and we'll power up and calibrate our PT100 amplifier circuit. To calibrate the PT100 amplifier circuit, we will use this variable resistor instead of PT100 sensor. After calibrating the PT100 amplifier circuit, then we will connect PT100 sensor in our circuit. Now we'll remove the microcontroller from the base. Here we have connected 500 ohm multi-turn resistor in place of PT100. Now we'll adjust the resistance with the help of this variable resistor at 100 ohm. That is the resistance of PT100 at 0 degree centigrade. Here we have set the value of this variable resistor at 100 ohm. Now we'll connect this resistor in our circuit and we'll calibrate our circuit with the help of this variable resistor. First we'll set the reference of 1 volt at this end of R45. Now we can check the voltages at pin number 8 of this operational amplifier. Here we can check plus 12 volts are connected at pin number 8 of this operational amplifier. Now we'll adjust the reference at R45 and here we'll adjust the reference of 1 volt. Here we have adjusted 1 volt reference at the input of first stage of PT100 amplifier. Now we'll check the output of first stage of this PT100 amplifier. And here we are getting 2 volts at the output of first stage of this PT100 amplifier. Now we'll adjust a 2 volt reference at this end of R42 and the second end of R42 is connected with pin number 6. And here at this end we'll adjust the reference of 2 volt. And here we have adjusted the reference of 2 volt. Now we'll check the output of second stage. And here we can check we are getting 0 volts at 100 ohm resistor. That is the resistance of PT100 sensor at 0 degree centigrade. Now we'll adjust the resistance of this variable resistor at 281 ohm. That is the resistance for PT100 sensor at 500 degree centigrade. Here we have adjusted the resistor at 281 ohm. Now we'll connect this variable resistor in our circuit and we'll observe the output of our PT100 amplifier. And here on this test pin we can observe the output of our PT100 amplifier. Here we can check we are getting 4.86 volt at the resistance of 281 ohm. That is the resistance of PT100 at 500 degree centigrade. Now we'll check the voltages at pin number 5 of this microcontroller. Here we are getting 4.86 volt at pin number 5 of this microcontroller, which is analog input 3 for this microcontroller. Now we'll insert the microcontroller into the base and we'll write a program to read the temperature using PT100 sensor.